Hello and welcome to SG Speechless. Today's video will be Ice Spice skin combos. Let's get into this video. This video is going to be combos for Ice Spice. Ice Spice came out in the item shop today and she has two skins, which is the Ice Spice and Rap Princess Ice Spice. And the standard skin, which is Ice Spice, will cost you 1,500 V-Bucks. If you want to buy it separately, you can also get it in the bundle, which is a Rap Princess bundle, which will cost you 2,800 V-Bucks. If you ever would like to use my credit code for any cosmetics in the item shop, for example the Ice Spice skin, my credit code is SPEECH or Speech. If you decide to use it, feel free to let me know so I can thank you personally. I'm not particularly too familiar with Ice Spice. Apparently she's a rapper, and obviously she came in this season with, she got added in with Snoop Dogg, and also the new Eminem skin we got, which was Rat Boy Reloaded. She also has a POI obviously on the map as well, which is basically the old Shark POI, it's her POI, and you also eliminate her and also get an Ice Spice rifle, which is pretty cool. So I thought I'd make combos for us since I'm an Icon Series skin collector. I've collected every Icon Series skin so far, so I thought I'd buy the bundle and get both of the skins. And the actual glasses I'm using off, you can use on. I personally not really the biggest fan of the glasses, so that's why I decided to keep them off. First combo's backbling is Shady Boombox, part of the Eminem set, introduced in Chapter Fortnite OG, Season Fortnite OG. Thought I'd use this for the rap theme. Eminem's a rapper, Ice Spice a rapper, so I thought I'd have a rapper theme. Pickaxe is Diamond Jack, part of the Travis Scott set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2, similar to the backbling, using it for a rapper theme. It goes very nicely with the diamond or like the actual jewels on the pickaxe. Goes off very nice with her necklace, so that's why I thought I'd use this pickaxe. The glider I started to use for all combos is the Flavor Dusted Sparkle Wings, part of the Unicorn Flakes set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 8's Battle Pass. I'm using the third style, which is the Flame Roasted Sparkle Wings for the orange design to go over her ginger hair, which works pretty nicely. But you can use any other glider that say could be white themed, or could be like music themed, or could be like gem themed or jewel themed, would work nicely, or just anything white themed in general. Contrail is a Spectral Essence, part of the Western Wild set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 6's Battle Pass. Men using this for the white design. This was Calamity's Contrail from that season. But you can use any other contrail. It could be orange themed, could be white themed, or even blue themed. To be fair, would work nicely. Let's move on to the first weapon out now, which is this one right here, which is Disco, part of the Fortnite Fever set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 7. Goes very nicely with the silver theme, and just goes very nicely with the theme of this first combat between rappers. So I thought I'd use this for like disco, so pretty much what I'm using. It also goes pretty nicely with the pickaxe and also the jewels of the necklace she's wearing, and I guess also the colour of the Shady Boombox as well. Let's move on to combo number 2 now. I thought I'd use another Icon Series backbling, which is Billy's Crown, part of the Billie Eilish set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 2. This was from the Fortnite Festival pass in Chapter 5 Season 2, and it's Green Roots Billy's backbling. One of her, yeah, it is her backbling. Works nicely for like the actual design. The colour scheme silver goes very nicely with Ice Spice's jewellery once again. Pickaxe is the Sound Scepter, part of the Silk Sonic set, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 1. This is Bruno Mars and Anson Pack's pickaxe. I'd use it since obviously Ice Spice is a rapper, so you'd be on stage singing with a mic. This is basically a gold microphone, works nicely for the theme. Let's move on to the combo number 2's weapon wrap, which is music themed, which is EQ, part of the Twin Turntables set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season X's Battle Pass. I noticed the animated and reactive weapon wrap. As you see here, basically it goes up and down. I think it may be reactive to music. That's maybe how it's animated, or reactive. I think maybe when music plays is when the actual notes go up and down, as you see with the orange and the yellow orange, which is pretty cool. Either way, I thought I'd use it for the music theme. Let's move on to combo number 3 for Ice Spice now. For this one, I thought I'd use a Love Fawn, part of the Crosscom set, introduced in Chapter 4 Season 1, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Season 1. Works nicely for the silver design. Pickaxe is an Icon Series pickaxe, which is 7 Ring Smasher, part of the Ariana Grande set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 7. And I thought I'd use the default style. Goes very nicely with the jewellery or the sparkling design. Goes obviously nicely with all the jewellery that Ice Spice is wearing. Let's move on to the third weapon wrap now, which is Squaring Off, introduced in Chapter 4 Season 1, mainly using it for the white design. And the hardest part for the skin I found was to find weapon wraps to go with the skin. Obviously I tried my best to find the best ones I could. Let's move on to the fourth combo now. For this one, I thought I'd use Hollowback, part of the Boundless set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 4, and I'm using a sticker, which is Fasciated Heart. I think that's how I say it, Fasciated Heart, and this is Emma Frost's sticker from last season's Battle Pass, so I thought I'd use it for like the jewel design. Pickaxe is the Love Lawn, part of the cross-com set introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1. But I'd use it for the silver design. Goes pretty nicely with the backbling, also the Ice Spice skin as well. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is white themed, which is Radiant Zero, part of the 0 point set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season X. This can be bought in your item shop. And has an animation pattern as well, which is pretty cool. Let's move on to the 5th combo now. For this one, I thought I'd use the Bagahota Season Flower, part of the Karol G set, introduced in Chapter 4 Season 4. I'm not sure which Karol G skins back this is. There was two, there was one that was in the item shop. Pretty sure this may have been the one for the Fortnite Festival season last season. She's usually our main artist, similar to what we have Snoop Dogg this season. And this is her backbling, works nicely for the white and pink design. And also, Karol G is a Colombian rapper, so it works nicely obviously since Ice Spice is an American rapper. Pickaxe is the Axe of Champions 2.0, part of the FNCS set, introduced in Chapter 3 Season 2. This is a pickaxe that came out in Chapter 5, was it last season or was it the season before? It was either Chapter 5 Season 3 or Chapter 5 Season 4. You could buy it in the item shop. Before that, you had to win FNCS to get it. This is how the pickaxe looks with Ice Spice. Works pretty nicely with the colour scheme, obviously depending on the angle and like how the light shines on the pickaxe, depending how different it looks. But either way, it works pretty nicely with the skin. Weapon wrap is Marvel series, which is Organic Diamond, part of the Emma Frost set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 4. Using it for the diamond theme and just the dual theme in general. Goes very nicely with this combo. Let's move on to combo number 6 now. Number 6. For this one, I thought I'd use the Never Rapper's backbling, which is EXO, which is the Weeknd's backbling, part of the Weeknd set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 1. Works very nicely for the rapper theme and works very nicely for the silver as well. Pretty sure this is the Combat Weeknd's backbling. See, the one that was in the Fortnite Festival pass didn't have a backbling, so yeah, this must be the one that's sold in the item shop backbling. Pickaxe is Fox, part of the Sky Style set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 9's Bat Pass. Works nicely for the pink design. Once again, another microphone pickaxe goes nicely with this skin. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is this one right here, which is Icon Series, which is Bonito, part of the Karol G set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 4. Pretty sure this was sold in the item shop, or it could be in the Fortnite Festival pass last season. I'm not 100% sure. But using it for the pink and white design, and using it for the rapper theme, because obviously Karol G is a Colombian rapper. Works nicely since I'm using obviously the Ice Spice skin and also Weeknd's backbling. Let's move on to the next combo now, which is combo number 7. For this one, I thought I'd use the Interstellar Butterfly, part of the Coachella set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 2. I'm using the Coachella themed backbling because Ice Spice was an artist, or one of the head artists in Coachella this year. So I thought I'd use a Coachella themed one. So if you don't have this backbling, use any other Coachella themed ones would work nicely. Pickaxe is the Harley Hitter, DC series pickaxe, part of the Gotham City set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 1. This works very nicely with the colour scheme and just goes very nicely with the skin in general. This pickaxe can pretty much be used with any skin. I thought I'd use it for this one. Let's move on to weapon wrap now for this combo, which is this one right here, which is Mayhem, a Gaming Legends series weapon wrap, part of the Mayhem set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season X. Basically, the Borderlands weapon wrap goes nicely with the Harley Hitter. Let's move on to the next combo now, which is combo number 8. For this one, I thought I'd use a disco-themed backbling, which is Disco Ball, part of the Fortnite Fever set, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 7. Works nicely for the silver design as well. Pickaxe is Moonflame, an Icon Series pickaxe, part of the Rubius set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 4. Using this for the white, blue and pink design, goes pretty nice. As you see, it's like a sword, like a katana with like flame on it, which is pretty cool. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is this one right here, which we bought in the item shop, which is Aliens Was Here, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 3. Using it mainly for the white design, to be fair. Let's move on to the next combo now. Combo number 9 for Ice Spice. For this one, I thought I'd use an orange themed backbling, and I'm using Gains, part of the To The Moon set, introduced in Chapter 2 Season 6 to go with the colour of her hair. It's not the exact colour, but does work nicely either way. Pickaxe is Cold Snap, introduced in Chapter 1 Season 7, using it for the blue design. Let's move on to the weapon wrap now for this combo, which is this one here, which is Magma Wave, a Slurp Series wrap, part of the Tidal King set, introduced in Chapter 5 Season 2's Battle Pass, and is one of Poseidon's weapon wraps from that season. Works nicely for the orange and blue design. Let's move on to the final combo for Ice Spice now. For this one, I thought I'd use a prized llama. Similar to the last combo, I thought I'd use a back bling that's orange themed, or the star I'm using is legendary, but you can also use one of the blue ones. You could go with exotic or rare, but I thought I'd stick with the legendary, the orange Pickaxe is Shaq Attackers, Icon Series Pickaxe, part of the Shaquille O'Neal set, introduced in Chapter 5, Season 4. I'm using the orange colour, but you can use the white as well if you want. Let's move on to the final weapon wrap now, which is this one right here, which is Travis Scott's, which is Goosebumps, part of the Travis Scott set, introduced in Chapter 2, Season 2. Nice animated weapon wrap using the orange and blue design. That's all the Ice Spice skin combos done. She literally came out today. And the 2 skins don't leave the item shop till the 5th of December. So if you want either of the Ice Spice skins, they'll be there till the 5th of December. So you've got quite a bit of time to obviously get the skins if you do want them. If you ever do have any other video suggestions, for example, skin, backbling, pickaxe, glider, slash umbrella, contrail, wrap or anything other Fortnite related, always feel free to let me know in the comments down below. Always down, give something new a go. But anyways, that's pretty decent.